Hi everyone, this is Becky here, Black Up Beauty 14. Now in today's video, you guessed it from the title, I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the new Revoultion Conceal and Hydrate Foundation, as well as the concealer. As you guys know, it's been so loved and hyped, their previous foundation, which was the Revoultion Conceal and Define. Now the reason why I didn't buy that one was because it was aimed for more oily skin people. For me, I ain't oily skin. I am not an oily skin girl whatsoever. I am more of a dry skin person. I mean, it would have been suitable for this really hot weather at the moment we've got in the UK. So for hot weather and stuff where you sweat a lot and create a lot of oils on the skin, that's understandable. That foundation would definitely probably work for that. But 90% of the time I'm generally dry skin, so I didn't buy it because I literally thought in the back of my mind, they're going to create a hydrating version, I just know it. And I was right, they did. So I'm very excited when they brought out a hydrating version. So I'm going to be trying this on my face today and giving you guys my first impressions. So, as well as the concealer as well. Don't forget the concealer. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, please don't forget to subscribe, please don't forget to hit that notification bell and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram right here, where I tend to post my YouTube content here and there. So let's get started by doing a first impressions on the foundation and the concealer. So on the website, so I'm on the Superdrug website right now, it says on here that this foundation comes in 50 shades. It's a medium to full coverage. I don't really tend to go for full coverages, but I'm happy to test how well it covers, so I'm willing to test that. And a medium coverage, I do like a medium. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, which is a fantastic ingredient. It's so good. They use it in so many skincare products now these days, but it's so good because it plumps water back into the skin, so it stops you from getting so dehydrated all over the face. So that's a really excellent ingredient. I love that ingredient. It also comes in a pump as well, so no doe foot applicator like the last one. Not that I would have had an issue with it, but we're so used to pumps anyway, so that's quite nice that this now comes in a pump. Right, so I picked up the shade F2 for the foundation and the shade C1 for the concealer. I could have got the matching concealer with the foundation, but I wanted something a little bit more brightening under the eyes. I open it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brush on one side and the beauty sponge on the other, so we can compare and see what gives more coverage, what applies better, and all that jazz. Oh, I have already applied my primer. I've gone for the Miss Beauty Perfect Base Face Primer. This is so cheap. You won't believe how cheap this is. But it's got glycerin in it, so it makes the product stick. And it's got shea butter in it as well, so it's quite hydrating as well. So that's what I've gone in for primer. Oh, there's the pump. So let's pump this out. Oh, it's very liquidy. You can see it running down my finger, so it's quite liquidy. Doesn't really have a smell, and I've just dotted on my nose. So, yeah, it looks like a good colour for me. This is probably, yeah, that should be enough. Well, I'll just give myself another pump. I don't want to pump it all the way down. I'm so scared it just goes flying everywhere. But the product's so liquidy, so. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. I look very polka dot already. Let's see. So I'm going to do one side with a sponge, one with a brush. So the brush, I'm going to use the Skinny London foundation brush. If you haven't seen my review on the brushes, I will link it down below if you want to check it out, because that was my previous video. So let's do this side with the brush. So let's do this side with the brush. Right, so it definitely is a medium coverage. It's definitely medium for sure, but I think this is buildable, but we will test that if it is. Yeah, it looks nice. It doesn't look like it's over exaggerating any texture or anything. Okay, I'm gonna use the sponge now for this side. Wow, it's still packing on coverage, because usually the sponge sucks up quite a lot of excess product, so it still really is packing on a punch with coverage. It's definitely a lot more dewy with the brush. It's definitely a lot more, yeah, it's a lot more dewy, but I'd say I definitely prefer it with the sponge. Definitely, it just looks a lot more smooth on the skin, whereas a brush, it still looks a bit, you can still see maybe a bit of texture. So yeah, I think I prefer it with the sponge, but I'll come a bit closer. Right, I'm not too sure if you guys can see. This is the closest I can get at the moment. I will get a new lens so you'll be able to see better, but this side that you're looking at here, this side is with the brush, this side is with the sponge. Personally, I prefer it with the sponge. I feel like the brush didn't do a bad job, but I think I can see a little bit more texture on my skin, whereas with the sponge it looks a lot more smooth. Personally, I think anyway, I think it looks a little bit more smoother. So yeah, but these is the difference between the both. See, let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. Alrighty, so yeah, I definitely prefer it with the sponge, but it's up to you guys. I personally think with the sponge it's better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over everything again with the sponge. I'm going to add a little bit more to see if the coverage builds up. Pump, because I have missed a bit there. So I'm just going to go over with another pump. Oh, that might have been way too much. Oops. Okay. Never mind. The sponge will just suck up the excess anyway. So right, go over the sponge again. I'm just going to go over both sides now with the sponge. Yeah, it's definitely building up. The foundation, looking at the mirror, not over exaggerating anything. It's showing my texture just the tiniest little bit, but really hardly unnoticeable really, but it looks lovely on my skin. It looks really natural and dewy. It doesn't look unhealthy or anything. It has sunk into my forehead wrinkles, but I get terrible forehead wrinkles anyway, so I know that every foundation does that. So that I'm not really like, oh, sunk into this. So it hasn't sunken into my smile lines or anything, so yeah, looks really, really nice. Right, I am going to try the concealer now. So let's see how full coverage this is. So this one I said before, this is in the shade C1. And this just comes with their doe foot applicator. So we're going to apply this to the eyes. Ooh, that is a nice colour. Not too bad when you're picking online. I don't know, like they had one which was like 0.1. 0.2. When I said it looked extremely fair and you had yellow undertones and stuff, I thought, I know for a fact that's going to be really, really, really pale. Go with C2, because I know C2 was my shade in the Conceal and Defined when I was testing it on my face and stuff. So. Well, this concealer, I have to say, definitely full coverage. Oh my G. It's nice. Doesn't feel dry under the eyes, which is nice, because their old concealer, the Conceal and Define concealer, I'm not particularly keen on that because that dries my under eyes so badly. I use it to cut my lid and stuff and clean my eyebrows. It's fantastic for that, but I can't use it under my eyes because it really is so dry. But this one does not dry my under eyes at all. So, and it's got superb coverage. So yeah, I really like how that looks. It's really covered up everything, and yeah, I'm really, really impressed. We'll see if it creases as the time comes on. The more I put my makeup on, we'll see if it does or not. So I took the liberty as well of buying the new powder that's just come out as well. This is the Conceal and Fix Revoultion Loose Setting Powder. It's supposed to be talc free, no flashback, water resistant, and I got the shade light yellow. Okay, so I've just taken it out of the packaging. I've got finger marks on it already. It's probably from the foundation. Just opening this up. So it does come with a nice mirror, and as you can see, oh, don't know if you can see. Don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there we are. So you can just about see the R. So the little holes make an R shape. So that's quite cool obviously for Revoultion. Powder jumping everywhere. Doesn't really have a smell to it. So I'm not going to shake it. I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush. In fact, I'm going to take a smaller brush. Just going to set my under eyes first. So make sure there's no creasing under the eyes. Oh, I set my under eyes first with the powder. Okay, so this powder's got a bit of a shine to it. I didn't notice that. Set my forehead with the powder now. This definitely has a little bit of shine in it. I didn't notice that. I had to make sure because I thought my brush was dirty and I was a bit like, oh, that's a bit shiny. Oh, right, I've just set my face in place with that powder. That powder does have a little bit of a shine to it. Not too much shine, but it has just a little bit of shine. So if you don't want that sort of powder, I wouldn't recommend that. I don't mind it personally. I still think it makes my skin look really healthy and dewy. If you want a mattifying powder from Revoultion, they do have this one, which is the matte base powder. This one, I'm in the shade P1. So if you want something that's a lot more matte, I do recommend this powder. This one is proper matte. You want matte powder, you go for this one. But yeah, I'm just gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera and I will come back and tell you my final thoughts. All right guys, so I have completed the rest of my makeup. So it's all done. Bronzer, highlighter, everything is done. I will write in the description box below on what I'm wearing on my eyes and my face, etc. So this foundation and concealer have been on for pretty much over an hour now, an hour and a half. So I'm just checking in the mirror. It's creasing a little bit around my smile lines a bit, and the concealer's creasing just a little bit in the inner corners, but it's nothing serious. Like, it's not like bang on noticeable or anything. And foundation never seems to set right around my nose anyway. So that's what it looks like after an hour and a half. Yeah. So I was going to do like a wear test and show you guys later on what it looks like, but unfortunately I'm quite busy this afternoon, so I haven't really got time to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my update, my final results of the foundation and concealer. I will write that in the description box below, so do check it out. I will also be sorting out a little vlogging camera as well, so I can take you guys with me later on in the day, so I can do a proper first impression and show you guys how the product and how the foundation and etc. how it's wearing. So I will be sorting that out for next time. So anyway, this is the completed look. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun. It was especially fun to try out the foundation, considering I didn't wear the previous one. But no, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram right here, where I tend to post my YouTube content here and there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!